Oh boy. We are in quite... We're in quite the game now. So we got our first ending. And now, what's her name? Mayumi is claiming that she killed everybody or something. Or she tried to... She stabbed Ota and was tried to kill Iris.
Well...
You were in the polar bear costume, right? That means you stabbed it.
Iris is still missing her eye.
Yes! I stabbed him with the knife I brought from home. I wasn't trying to hurt him. He fought me. And then it just... My son is under that witch's spell. Merchandise, concerts. She's bleeding him dry. I wanted to snap him out of it. I wanted to save him. Because I just hated her so much. Killing her wasn't enough. Because the world needs to see that witch die.
Just a quick question, Mayumi. Do you know anything about online streaming?
Oh, sorry. Just kicked my mic stand.
I'm not stupid.
Could you explain it to me?
Huh?
Step by step. Just tell me what you did.
I can't explain it in words. It's more like muscle memory. I was able to get it working after trying a few times, that's all.
Haha.
I picked them out of the garbage.
Which garbage?
I don't remember. It's true, I planned the whole thing.
What do you know about the Cyclops Killer? We call the criminal we're after the new Cyclops Killer.
I know. They killed Shoko Nadami and Renju Okiura.
That's right. Both corpses were found with their left eye pulled out. Same as Iris. This leads us to believe that the crimes were all committed by the same person. So this person in the polar bear costume, they are the new Cyclops Killer. And you're telling me that person is you? You killed Shoko and Renju?
Yes, I killed them.
What's your motive?
Isn't Renju Okiura the president of that awful company where the witch works? He's just as responsible. Using her to steal time and money from vulnerable kids. And I'm sure he was debaucherous and degenerate. That man is the root of all evil. That's why I killed him.
Why did you kill Shoko?
Renju's ex-wife, right? I did it to get to him.
But the two divorced 4 years ago.
That doesn't matter. The bonds of matrimony are eternal.
In your opinion, I don't think Renju felt the same way.
You are really starting to aggravate me. I answered your questions, so there.
Why are you lying?
I am not lying.
You do know that perjury is a crime, right?
I'm telling you, I'm not lying. I killed Shoko and Renju, and I tried to cut that demon witch in half.
She's got dementia. Just remember, she has dementia, guys. She thinks she did it,
I don't remember.
but she didn't.
What do you mean you don't remember? Do you really think that lie is gonna work?
I have a memory disorder. I don't always remember everything. It's not my fault.
But you remember the cold storage warehouse.
There are times I remember and times I don't remember. It changes.
Date, Mayumi is not lying about that in particular. There are circumstances that might cause selective memory. For whatever reason, her memory might not have been stored properly in her mind. This is not uncharacteristic for those suffering from dementia.
Date, there's no point in letting this go on. She's clearly lying.
You seemed convinced earlier.
I was kidding. I don't think she's the killer.
I am the killer. I am.
Right now, we have to rely on hard evidence. The Odoroki Man chocolate that Mayumi bought was found at the warehouse.
If Mayumi was at the scene before Ota,
She may have seen the criminal's face.
You know what I'm going to say, right? Date, sync with her. Pewter, we're going to sync with Mayumi Matsushita. Prepare the
I
machine.
wonder what her brain looks like.
Well,
What happened?
the sync machine isn't operating to capacity. Yesterday's sync, well, suffice to say, Ota and Date were not too compatible.
Compatible?
I'll give you the big picture. To get the synchronization working properly, I had to push the machine pretty hard.
Hold on a second.
And now,
How long will it take to fix?
Was there a sync after that? Oh, I guess it was like a couple days after. This is like the day after. Yeah, and then this was 2 days after, so it makes sense.
16 hours, at least.
You've got 8.
But that's impossible.
So we can't sync yet, huh?
But we need to, or this investigation is going nowhere.
Date, I suggest we go to Matsushita Diner. We may be able to find some clues.
Good idea.
Like Zoing Cyber! It looks like it's a clue. I let Boss and Pewter know.
Pewter, we're counting on you for those repairs. I'll be back in 6 hours.
But you said 8. Please, you have to give me at least 8.
That Pewter, always so humble. He'll have it done in 6.
Yeah, Pewter is just that kind of guy, you know?
Hey, this is a hostile work environment.
I really want to know that scene where Boss offs Sojima, but like also it kind of makes sense because
Why would Mayumi
Sojima had
lie?
like blackmailed the police.
She is probably protecting someone.
So I don't know.
But who?
Surely you know by now. There is only one person Mayumi would want to protect that badly.
Ota?
It's Ota.
It has to be.
Does Mayumi think Ota is the killer?
Last night, Ota left Matsushita Diner with Iris. Mayumi saw the whole thing.
But Ota was stabbed in the stomach by the culprit. Does Mayumi not remember that?
No, that isn't quite it. It is possible that she thinks Ota is responsible for everything.
She thinks Ota stabbed himself?
Yes.
Why would he do that?
Before I explain, I would like to hear your thoughts. What do you think about the possibility that Ota is the new Cyclops killer?
Impossible.
Why?
In yesterday's Somnium, Ota and the polar bear.
That was just a dream. It doesn't necessarily reflect what happened in reality.
Iris had her left eye pulled out. Ota would never do that.
Have you considered that she pulled it out herself?
What?
Or even asked Ota to do it? Perhaps she ordered him to.
The van was stolen while Iris was in the passenger seat. We know that whoever did it is the culprit we're looking for.
There is a chance that Iris was not in the passenger seat.
I had this terrible thought, and now you guys have to have this terrible thought along with me. You are now hyper aware that your eyes have eyeballs in them.
She could have been driving.
How
You're
so?
now hyper aware of your eyeballs.
Iris could have taken the wheel herself and driven to the warehouse.
But forensics only found Ota's fingerprints on the wheel.
That can be explained. It is possible that Iris covered her fingertips with her sleeves. In short, Ota and Iris are accomplices. This was all a performance.
A performance?
Iris drove the Matsushita's van. Ota drove the station wagon. They went to the warehouse separately. Then, they prepared the live stream. Iris anesthetized her left eye and removed it. Either that, or she asked Ota to extract it. After that, Iris took her position on the table and Ota donned the polar bear costume and started the saw. Consider this. In the stream, Ota and the polar bear were never on screen at the same time.
True. That means Ota went off camera, took off the costume, and then...
Stay away from Tessa!
Perhaps Mayumi witnessed the entire event. It is also possible that Mayumi knew what the two were up to.
So she lied to protect Ota.
Yes, but this is only a theory.
Don't say it. I know you guys are gonna say it. Don't say it.
Consider the possibility that Iris killed Shoko and Renju.
Then, this whole thing was to get her off the suspects list. That's why she pulled out her eye and had Ota stab himself. It makes it look like there's another criminal involved.
I will repeat myself in saying that this is only a theory.
Don't.
It is one of many possibilities.
It's possible, but I don't think it's very likely. They wouldn't go that far just to avoid suspicion.
Date, you must consider the mental state of the serial killer. Shoko and Renju were both exposed and displayed. And they both had their left eye removed while they were still alive. Whoever our killer is, it is clear that they are sociopathic or even psychotic.
I'm gonna crash my car. I'm gonna crash my car.
Can't rule anything out.
I really hope it's not that. That'd be really fucked up. Watch me get hit over the head again.
Ota,
What?
why are you...
Why did you arrest Mom? You said you were gonna clear her! Why?
She said she was the killer. I don't know. He stood on the table. No, that was just a raised part of the floor. See, yeah, look. Here's the floor. There's it's my foot. It's my foot. You doing okay?
Okay? How could I be okay? I got stabbed by a serial killer!
Easy, kid. You're gonna open up your stitches.
So worried that my stomach is in knots.
I'm pretty sure those are the
The
stitches.
surgery was successful, but they told me she isn't out of the ICU yet. Of course I am! That's my mom! What son wouldn't be worried about his mom? When I was in the hospital, the police came to me. They told me that my mom confessed. I couldn't believe it, so I went to the police station. But because she was under investigation, they wouldn't let me see her. After that, I didn't feel like going back to the hospital. That's why I'm here.
You asked me why your mom was arrested earlier, but she isn't under arrest.
What?
I spoke with her as part of my investigation, yes, but as a source of valuable information, not as a suspect. Mayumi confessed, but it's highly likely that she's lying, so we haven't issued a warrant for her arrest.
That's what I've been saying! Mom didn't do it, she's innocent!
Is Iris the criminal?
Word is going around. Maybe Iris was the one who killed Shoko and Renju. And you and her planned this warehouse incident to get her off our suspects list.
No way! Tessa had her eye.
She could have pulled it out herself, or asked you to do it.
You're kidding me, right? Do you really think I would do that? I was fighting for my life against the criminal!
That wasn't caught on camera, though. Neither was the part where you got stabbed.
You're saying that I stabbed myself?
It wouldn't be the first time you faked something, would it, Ota?
You... I'm telling you I didn't!
Then why is Mayumi protecting you?
Mom is protecting me?
Your mother is stubborn. She's lying to us because she's protecting someone. The only person I can think of would be you.
Why?
Apparently she thinks that you're the criminal.
Why would she think that?
Your guess is as good as mine. Got any ideas?
Maybe because of her condition. Mom has dementia. Maybe her memory is just mixed up. Everything is my fault. It's because of me that Mom is... I know how it looks now, but back in the day, the diner was doing pretty good. You know Bloom Park is close by here, right? People who visited the park would stop here a lot. But ever since the explosion 8 years ago...
The chemical plant accident?
Yeah, we're just barely outside of the restricted area, but because Bloom Park closed, the number of customers dropped by a lot. The diner didn't last much longer. When this place closed, Dad started working at a Chinese restaurant chain during the day, and he was a security guard and traffic cop at night. Mom worked as a janitor, and we're both working hard and barely got any sleep.
And you?
I was just a high school student at the time. I was such a dumbass. I thought it was totally normal to have both parents working, so I didn't even get a part-time job. And they bought me a PC and idol concert tickets. I had it good, but we were drowning in debt. And there's a loan on the house and the diner. Mom and Dad didn't let this place go. There are too many memories here to give it up, so they slaved day and night to keep it open. They worked and worked and worked. Thanks to them, I was even able to go to a good university, but right after I started, Dad...
Passed away?
Yeah, he had a heart attack. From overwork. But even then, I didn't get it, you know? I didn't appreciate how hard they worked for me. Even when I wasn't taking college seriously and getting bad grades, my mom didn't say a thing. She just smiled and told me that it was okay, even when I told her I was going to drop out. Mom, I'm thinking of dropping out of college.
What? Why do you want to do that, Ota?
I decided that I'm going to become a writer.
Wow, a writer? Oh, that's a good goal to have. But you really should finish college. You worked so hard to get in.
You don't understand, Mom. A writer has to put all of their time into their creativity. I won't have time to go to classes. Plus, I'm friends with the editor of a publishing company. I'm definitely going to have my first book published.
Is that right? Well, Ota, if you say so, I won't stop you. Do what makes you happy. You'll turn out just fine. I know you can do it. And no matter what happens, Mom will always be on your side, okay? Forever and ever. I'll always support you, Ota.
Yeah, how do you guess? It was really just a few texts back and forth, but I was thrilled. I thought I could make it as a writer because of that. But it's impossible. I know there's no way I can be a writer. I've never even finished writing a novel. Not even once. I always give up after the first 5,000 words. To even apply for the amateurs contest, you have to submit 10 times that. But Mom, she kept supporting me.
It's really hard.
Not long after I quit college, Mom was always smiling at me. But I think she was starting to slip mentally, one day.
Oh, what's wrong, Ota? Do you have the day off from school?
Are you being sarcastic?
Oh, right. You don't attend anymore. Oopsie, I totally forgot.
How can you forget your own son's career choice?
Sorry. Anyway, are you hungry? You haven't eaten anything since this morning, have you?
Are you kidding?
What?
I ate breakfast and lunch already.
Oh, did you? By the way, Ota, what's living at the dorms like?
Why are you making fun of me?
I'm not teasing you, honey.
Don't fuck with me! Mom got sick because I'm such a piece of shit. I was only thinking about myself. I didn't take care of her. I was so stupid, I didn't realize she was sick. I thought she was messing with me. I was so cruel to her for no reason. And she got worse and worse.
What's that picture?
Looking at this photo reminds me, one time when I was a kid, I said something really bad to Mom and Dad, and they scolded me for it. And it's not like it was an apology or anything, but Dad and I gave her a Mother's Day gift. My mom was so happy that she cried. That's what this photo is from. Why did it turn out like this? I'm such a bad son.
Hey, Aiba.
What is it?
I don't like Ota one bit, but I can't imagine that this guy's the criminal.
Why is that?
Hearing his story made me think that he's not such a bad guy.
Your presumption is illogical.
Human beings are illogical. We're not like you AI. We can't be logical all the time. But we make up for it in one very important way.
What is that?
Intuition.
Do you find that useful?
At times.
Hmm.
Aiba, let's go back to the cold storage warehouse. We might be missing something.
Understood.
Oof. Respect your elders, guys.
Dante,
Love your parents.
Weren't you going to check
Go
the
tell your mom
warehouse?
and dad that you appreciate them.
I was, but a thought occurred to me.
Kagami? Kagami?
Aiba, what's in this box?
Your favorite kind of reading material. And a lot of it.
Academic research papers on criminology?
No. The kind that features gratuitous nudity. Date, look! A tonguefish on the ocean floor.
What's a tonguefish?
A flat fish, like the sole of a shoe.
You can see all the way down there?
Of course I can. My vision and my looks are my best qualities.
I like the hamster.
Aiba, are you sure that Ota took this car?
As I've already explained, the security cameras at the Famisto parking lot saw the entire incident clearly.
Date
So it was
steals the whole
definitely
entire
Ota who drove
box.
it here.
I can see it. Porno mags!
Why are you stating the obvious?
Aiba, who drove the van here?
There are two possibilities. Either Iris, or the criminal who kidnapped Iris.
And Mayumi?
Considering the time that she purchased the chocolate, that would be almost impossible. The van was hijacked from the Famisto parking lot at 10:32 p.m. At that time, Mayumi was in the 812 convenience store more than 100 yards away.
We found the chocolate Mayumi bought on the floor of the cold storage warehouse. But that doesn't prove she was actually at the scene. If she was, how did she get here? She wasn't in the van or the station wagon.
Of course! A different car. I will search for all vehicles that were in this area from Sunday night to Monday morning.
What are we looking at? She got a result in no time.
Found one hit. A taxi.
Where's that taxi now?
It is parked in Lemniscate's parking lot.
At Lemniscate? Why?
Unknown, but we should speak with the driver immediately.
See, these things don't make any sense. Like the ending that we got with Mizuki, like the bag doesn't make any sense. If you put all this information that we just got now,
Hey, got a minute?
Are you talking to moi?
you make me uncomfortable.
What?
Date, now is not the time to be distracted by this old man's diction.
Mind if I ask you what you're doing here?
Moi? I am but a humble taxicab driver.
There we go.
I'm with the police. I have some questions for you.
Second Sergeant, thank you for the 100 bits. Work sucked. Hope your day was better. What happened so far? So in the game, Mayumi's mom is maybe protecting Ota from a crime he didn't do. And, yeah. As for my day, I didn't really do anything. I played Animal Crossing. I had the day off.
Huh? I can't hear you.
I walked closer to the receptionist.
Oh, you asked me out before, didn't you? But it's kind of complicated. I told you, I am reptilian.
But you were just joking, right?
No, she's a reptilian.
No, I'm serious. I only eat vegetables.
I am fairly sure she means vegetarian.
What? You're too far away. Oh, I can't believe Tessa became a victim too. It's like, seriously, can you not? What if I'm next? Freaks me out. Date, could you introduce me to some big, strong man who can protect me?
Nah, I'm sure you'll be fine on your own.
No, I'll totally die.
I like how he's like, hey, taxi driver, I need to ask you some questions. Hits on the receptionist.
What? You gotta come close. Well, what can I say, you know? The biz is harsh, schedules are tight. If we shut down for even a day, we'd throw everyone else's schedules off. So they want to avoid that, of course.
I have just finished conveying my client from Temeke Sano's studio. I was informed that the visit here would be brief, and thus I have decided to wait in this lobby. I was born in Kawago, Saitama.
And why do you talk like that?
I don't know what you mean. I've spoken this way all my life. My parents speak with the same vernacular.
Before I arrived at Lemniscate, I got a picture of Mayumi from Abyss. I showed it to the driver.
Did you drive this passenger on Sunday night?
Ooh, I did indeed. I remember her well. The old hag.
Old hag?
I took her on a tour of the streets of Tokyo. Our ultimate destination was the warehouse district in Ariake.
Why didn't you report this to the police?
Reported?
You don't know about the incident at the cold storage warehouse? It was all over the news.
No, I'm afraid not. Newspapers and television news programs have never been much of an interest to moi. I recall it was around 10 in the evening, near the Kabasaki district, an unassuming restaurant named Matsushita Diner. That's where I picked up the old hag. And as soon as she stepped foot in my conveyance, she was already barking orders at me.
This guy's the killer.
Follow that van, hurry! I must admit, I found it rather exciting, just like an old chase film. I, of course, insisted that I be paid up front. We pursued the van for roughly half an hour. Suddenly, the van came to a halt at a convenience store.
The Famisto along Koshu, right?
Precisely right. I am surprised you know that. In any case, I knew that the jig would be up if we were seen following the van, so I decided to drive past it. I parked at the 8 store, but 100 yards from there, while waiting for the object of our pursuit to make its next move. The old hag suddenly spoke up. I have to buy something, she declared, then made her way into the 8.
This must be when Mayumi bought the Odoroki Man chocolate.
A few minutes later, the old hag finished making her purchases and walked out. And then, at that very moment, I witnessed the van jet off at great speed down Koshu. I hurried the old hag inside my vehicle, then resumed the chase. We followed them for roughly half an hour more.
I see. If the driver's story is correct, Mayumi did not know that Ota was left behind at the Famisto.
Mayumi thought Ota was in the van the whole time.
We then arrived at a splendid manor. The van entered the premises through the front gate and disappeared from view. We, of course, could not follow, so we waited outside. I estimate another 10 minutes passed. The front gate opened once again, and the van drove out, and we pursued. But 30 minutes later, our pursuit was foiled again.
What happened?
The van drove into the restricted Kabasaki district. The old hag, of course, demanded that I follow, but I was not about to risk my license and livelihood. Instead, I parked on the road and waited for the van to drive back the way it came. But of course, we knew it might not take the same road back.
How much was the fare for this drive?
In fact, we were not even sure the van would be coming back at all. But the old hag was not keen on giving up, so we began our stakeout. About 45 minutes later, the date had changed at this point. It was 12:25 a.m. on Monday.
How do you remember the time so well?
Well, you see, I always keep my radio dial on the same station. I remember precisely which programs were playing during this endeavor. Thus, I can approximate the time.
I see. Please continue.
At 12:25 a.m., the old hag's tenacious gamble paid dividends. The van returned down the same street. And thus, we again made pursuit. I kept considerable distance. We'd come so far, I did not want to get caught now. But my caution backfired. I lost sight of the van in the Ariake warehouses. Without so much as a thank you, the old hag popped open the door and took off toward the warehouses. I waited for some time, but the old hag did not return. The goose was cooked at this point, so I made the decision to return home. I am glad I had the foresight to ask for payment in advance.
I follow your story. I have one more question. Where is this manor the van stopped at?
Oh, every taxi driver in the city knows that residence. It is the personal home of Congressman So Sajima.
Sajima? Why did the van go to So's house?
We need to speak with him immediately.
Agreed. Let's move.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It all boils down
There's
to
no
So
one here.
Sajima.
Indeed.
I don't see So or his bodyguards.
I do not detect them either.
Let's go inside.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Aiba, do you smell something funny?
You are aware that I do not possess the sense of smell, correct?
Oh, right. There's something strange about this vase.
Oh. We already know where he is.
Ugh.
What is it?
This is definitely where the smell is coming from.
Is there something inside?
Oh, there's something inside. Oh, there's something
Maybe,
inside.
but the opening is covered by a metal plate.
The lid is fixed with a bolt. It will not open easily.
Yeah.
Then, as is standard procedure...
What the?
Date, destroy the vase!
Got it.
How do you put bolts on porcelain? That's a good question.
So Sajima?
Yeah, that's a little fucked up. Oh, his head.
That is the head of So Sajima.
The left eye is hollowed out.
This is most likely a crime committed by the new Cyclops killer.
Do you have an estimated time of death?
Today, sometime between 11 a.m. and noon.
That's about when I was talking to Ota at Matsushita Diner.
At that time, Mayumi was in police custody and Iris was in the ICU of Central Hospital.
Isn't this like a super cursed thing to do in Japanese culture? It's super cursed to stuff a dead body into a porcelain vase.
They have not moved.
That means Ota, Mayumi, and Iris couldn't possibly have committed the crime. Assuming that this is the work of a single killer, those three can be eliminated from the list of suspects.
Ota, Mayumi, and Iris are not the new Cyclops killer.
Right. By the way, why is there no one in the mansion? No bodyguards, no housekeepers.
I do not know.
Does So have family?
So Sejima's wife died in labor 30 years ago, giving birth to their son. Their son is currently living abroad.
So lived here alone?
Do you find that suspicious?
No, just...
Date, a call from Pewter.
Connect me.
Date, the sync machine is up and running. You can sync with Mayumi now.
Oh, thanks, Pewter. But there are more pressing matters now.
Did something happen?
Yeah, I found So Sejima's body, with the left eye hollowed out.
What?
I'm at the Sejima household. Send the investigation team over.
Why so?
I can answer your questions when I get back to Abyss.
Got it.
Date, what is your plan? Wait until crime scene investigation arrives?
No, there's something I need to do. If that taxi driver was telling the truth, Mayumi was at the warehouse yesterday. And we know the chocolate we found at the scene was hers. Maybe she saw something. Maybe she knows something we don't. Some kind of clue or information about the culprit.
Then...
Yeah, we're gonna sync with Mayumi.
Date, a large-scale investigation of So Sejima has already begun. At this very moment, the media is already swarming outside the building.
Really? Doesn't matter. The sync is what's important. If we sink into Mayumi's brain, that might help us find the real culprit.
I understand. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Then, let's begin.
There's probably just gonna be pieces missing because like there's pieces missing in her memory. Just like chunks not loaded like in Minecraft. Ooh. Oh.
Where am I?
Where is this? Oh, silly me. This is my house.
Yeah. Yeah. Chunks have not been loaded.
Huh? What happened to me?
This is Matsushita Diner, though it looks odd. Likely an effect of the dementia.
I like the floral patterns everywhere. It's pretty nice.
Then we need to help remind her.
Do you think such a thing can be done?
This diner means everything to Mayumi. If we do what we did last time and reproduce the actions from Mayumi's memories, we could help her remember everything.
Is this what you call your intuition?
Told you it was useful.
Well, if we must. Somnium scan!
Five. Let's try the swinging door.
A swinging door.
That's 70. I don't want to waste that much.
The sliding...
The calendar reads 2 months ago.
Alright. Wall clock.
A calendar.
Oh no, the wall clock. No, the wall clock.
A wall clock. The hands have stopped. A swinging door. Ota, come over here. Ota, Ota, a girly magazine came in the mail. Is this for Ota or for Dad?
Well, this is awkward, but there's no reaction.
I tried my best.
Let's investigate something else.
Oh, it's Ota.
The Welcome back.
Welcome back, Ota. You're late today.
I'm home.
Are you not hungry? Today's dinner is omelet rice. Your favorite. Dad isn't back yet, but you can start eating.
Again? I'm okay. I ate already.
But,
I'm fine.
Ota, wait. Ota?
Part of the diner has manifested.
Maybe this is one of the memories she forgot. It must be important to her, though.
It looks like a sad memory.
Doesn't matter if it's sad. It's still important.
Agent Date, you've got 5 minutes.
It's the phone.
Roger.
Everything costs so
An
much.
The phone.
My husband?
My husband?
Yes, Matsushita Diner. Yes. Well, yes. Yes. What? My husband! Why? How could this happen?
Man, I'm not ready for this.
The diner has changed again. However,
These memories aren't all happy, but they are all significant.
if this continues, will it not have a negative effect on Mayumi?
Maybe. But we have to see this through. We have to.
Understood. An old
I could use a cold one.
autograph. A bucket.
Delicious.
A deli-
I wonder who it's for.
I want to say it's thank you.
Thank you.
I don't think the cake is for.
But what could be more memorable?
Maybe a cake.
Someone made a delicious.
Agent Date, you've got 4 minutes.
Congratulations, Ota.
I'm home.
Ota!
Oh, hi.
Congratulations on getting into the university, son! Congratulations!
Hooray! Congrats!
Consume the mop bucket.
Hooray! Hooray!
Oh, we're the further back we go, the more we remember about the room.
Spoiled child, wasn't he?
Definitely had a lot of growing up to do. But that's what makes him so important to Mayumi.
I see.
The envelope.
A swinging... It's an envelope. Some kind of mail? This is a bank statement. Let's do our best.
We have to keep supporting Ota.
Okay, we'll work harder for Ota's dream.
We reproduced another painful memory.
No, not quite.
Are you certain? Mayumi was under a heavy burden of debt and stress running the diner.
That's true. But sometimes hardship is worth it.
Is that so?
Eyeball.
What? It's a sticker from...
Welcome home. Did you get it for me?
Baby Yoda.
It?
This is Ota when he was small?
Do you mean chocolate?
Yeah, Todoroki man, remember? Oh, that. Yes, of course I bought it. Look, the Momonoke Man chocolate that you like. Here you go. That's not it. Oh, honey, I thought you liked the Momonoke Man chocolate. No, I told you. It's Todoroki Man. Oh, sorry. Your mom can be such a dummy sometimes. You're not just a dummy, you're a super dummy idiot! Oh, well, you're right, sweetie. I'm sorry. I'm a big dummy. I'll buy you a real Momonoke Man soon. Stupid! It's not Momonoke Man, it's Todoroki Man! I hate this! I hate you, Mom! What? Wait, Ota! Where did you go? Please, come out from hiding, Ota. Ota, I'm sorry. Mommy won't make any mistakes anymore, Ota. Ota! Come back! Ota!
I don't know about you guys, but like, one of the things that like really pulls on my heartstrings.
Ota? Takaro?
It's always parents that are always working really hard. Even if like with their children, like get mad at them or call them stupid or whatever. They're always working really hard. And like when you see things like this, when they're like, "Oh, I'm just silly. Sorry. I'll get the thing that you like." And then they're just like, "No. I hate you." It's just like they're doing their best.
Don't leave me. Don't leave me alone. I am sorry, Ota. Ota! Takaro, I can't do this on my own. Don't leave me!
So that's what happened.
Date, look at what you've done. If Mayumi wakes up after all this trauma,
I know it's risky, but we're here for a reason.
what are you planning?
We have to keep going. Just a little more to awaken her past.
But
If she loves her family this much, there has to be something. There has to be a precious memory hidden deep within.
is that your intuition?
It is.
A wall clock.
See, the thing is,
A wall clock.
I don't know what it's asking for me. If we advance time, it's like moving forward, but like moving forward and like pressuring, like keeping forward even though the pressure's on you. But turning back time also means to remember your hardship and remember the good things. I want to say to turn back time. No, I want to say advance time, but there's something telling me that I should go turn back time, so I'm going to turn back time.
Welcome home! Did you get it for me?
We've gone back in time. Time is a precious resource, Date. Don't waste it.
Stop nagging me. I'll figure it out.
You have 3 minutes, Date.
It's a sticker.
Welcome home!
Do you mean omelet?
Yeah, omelet rice! Oh wait, no, not this time. But now I'm home.
Less than 1 minute. Hurry!
That was a mistake. I didn't mean to check that. Do I have to do it again?
It's a
Maybe?
Welcome home!
Do you mean chocolate?
Yeah, Odoro. Oh, that! Look, the Momonoke. Here you go. Sorry. It's... Ota!
So I just ended up back here again. Can I load from here? No. I literally I did the same thing. I think I'm supposed to move time forward. Because if you get stuck in the past, you just end up doing the same things over and over again. I think that's the lesson that... So you just gotta move time forward, maybe?
Ota, sweetie. Mom, I... Huh?
We know we can be a hassle sometimes, so... Huh, Ota.
Yeah. Thank you, Mom. You know, I love you forever and ever. Me too, Ota. I love you both so much. I'll love you both no matter what. Oh, forever and ever. Oh, I'll never forget this. Oh.
Yeah! We are a family. We can do anything.
Yes. Yeah.
Looks like it's okay to go back now.
Yes, I agree. By the way, Date.
Hmm?
I admit, it is useful every now and then.
What is?
Your intuition.
Keep moving forward, guys. Even when things are tough. Keep moving forward.
Ota, I'm so sorry for worrying you.
What do you mean?
Your mother retracted her confession.
I'm so glad.
Yes, yes.
But Mom, why did you think I did it?
About that.
I explained to Ota. On Sunday night, Mayumi followed the van driven by Ota in a taxi. But when the van was hijacked in the Famitsu parking lot, Mayumi was at another convenience store nearby, buying some chocolate. Because of that, she didn't see what happened. That's why Mayumi thought Ota was still in the van when it drove away, so she kept following it. The van drove all over Tokyo, and eventually wound up in the warehouse district near the docks. Mayumi got out of the taxi and followed the van on foot. The van was later found at Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. Mayumi walked into the warehouse and discovered the grisly scene.
A polar bear plucking out Iris's left eye? I was so terribly frightened. I panicked and ran. I'm sure that's when I dropped the chocolate. And I ran away from the warehouse as fast as I could. I just kept running and running. But while I was running, I had a thought. Maybe that polar bear was Ota. Because at the time, I thought Ota was the one driving the van. If Ota brought Iris to the warehouse, then Ota must have been the one in the suit. That's what I was thinking anyway.
So that's why.
Well, she couldn't have said it was a polar scene. It really was grisly.
I'm so sorry that Mom doubted you, Ota.
No, I understand. It's my fault for making you worry.
Ota.
But there's one thing I don't get. Why did you buy that chocolate when you were following me?
Oh, because...
You liked Todoroki Man chocolate when you were young, right, Ota?
Yeah, I was like the number 1 or 2 collector of the stickers in my elementary school class. I stuck some of my duplicates all around the diner, too.
You and Mayumi have strong memories of that chocolate, right?
Yeah, but I guess they're not all sweet memories. They're like chocolate, you know? Bittersweet. Makes my heart hurt a little.
That's not it! Oh, honey, I thought you liked the Momonoke Man chocolate. No! I told you! It's Odoroki Man! Oh, sorry. Your mom can be such a dummy sometimes. You're not just a dummy, you're a super dummy idiot! Oh, well, you're right, sweetie. I'm sorry. I'm a big dummy. I'll buy you a real Momonoke Man soon. Stupid! It's not Momonoke Man, it's Odoroki Man!
After I yelled at her, Mom immediately went to buy me another chocolate. My dad came back from buying some ingredients at the same time and they ran into each other. My dad really let me have it.
How dare you speak to your mother like that?
Because Mom is stupid.
You're stupid to call your mother stupid. Your mother bought you that to make you happy. You need to think about how she feels. I didn't raise you like that.
But...
When she comes back, you apologize. Do you understand?
My dad told me to apologize as soon as Mom came back. But the guilt... I hurt my mother, you know? That guilt in my heart, it didn't go away. Even after I apologized to her. After that, things got awkward with Mom. But a few days later, my dad came up with an idea.
Hey, Ota, how about this? You know Mother's Day is coming up. Why don't we get a gift for your mom,
A gift?
That was the first time I had ever heard my dad say something like that.
You know how Mom always takes care of us. We should think of a way to pay her back.
I'm sure my dad was trying to clear the air between all of us. So, on Mother's Day, I used my New Year's money I saved up to buy my mom that flower knife. And my dad saved up a little money to buy the floral apron. And when Mom got her gifts, she started bawling. Like full-on crying.
Oh, you boys. I don't deserve all this. Thank you, thank you. You do deserve it, Mom. I'm proud that you're my mom. Right, Dad?
Oh, yes. Mom is the best mom in the world.
Thank you. Thank you. Say cheese!
Sorry, I lost track of time. What were we talking about again?
The Odoroki Man chocolate. Why she bought the chocolate in the middle of tailing you.
Tailing?
Mom.
It could be due to her memory disorder. It is possible that her thought process was once again short-circuited.
Ota, I'm just going out on a limb here.
Huh?
Earlier I looked inside Mayumi's head.
Inside her head?
She was thinking of nothing but you. Her head was full of memories of you. Mayumi just wanted you to come back, Ota. So she bought that chocolate. The chocolate you loved as a kid. She thought she could get you back home with it. That's why I believe, in Mayumi's head, you're still young, Ota.
Huh?
I don't know. I could be wrong.
No, you're right, Date. That's why my mom bought the chocolate. She wanted her little kid back. I was always so selfish. I made my mom go through such hard times. So from now on, I'm going to support her the way she supported me. I'll do anything. I'll deliver newspapers or be a janitor or anything. I'll work as hard as I can to make sure my mom can rest easy.
What about your dream of being an author?
Well, of course I'm not gonna give up on that. But I'll set my sights a little smaller. I'll start by writing a short story.
Let me read it when you're done.
Of course.
I'm sorry. Who are you again?
I'm Date. I'm Ota's friend.
Ota's friend. Is that right? I hope you two get along.
Mom.
Oh, I forgot to tell you something important.
Something important?
I heard the nurses talking before I came in here. Iris is awake.
Really?
Yeah, she's due to be transferred from the ICU to the general ward.
Thank God.
You saved her life, you know. Maybe, just maybe.
Huh? Maybe what?
Nothing. See you, kid.
Is Iris your girlfriend?
Yeah, I'll introduce you next time. She's a great girl.
Oh my, I'm looking forward to it.
You just
Is
lied.
she going to be your financier? Oh, maybe I should clean up a bit first.
Financer? Oh, fiance.
Oh, yes! Yes, that's it!
Jeez, Mom.
Ota, you just lied to your mom, and also Iris is 18. Does she not
Dante,
remember how she hated
there are
Iris?
still many loose ends in this investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Looks like another all-nighter.
Yeah, that had like the least amount of conclusion. To any of the endings that we've seen, which is only one. But yeah, this is like the least informational, I should say.
Has there been any progress in this Jima investigation?
None. Zero clue.
Not exactly. We have 2 clues.
2?
2 points of information. But they may not connect directly to the murders.
What are the 2 clues?
Point 1. This may be easier to see than explain. I sent a video to the boss's PC.
Did I walk into the end of the game? No.
Could you check there, please?
You walked into an ending, but not the end of the game. That was it? Just a bunch of sad... That was it? Just a bunch of sad scenes? Uchikushi betrayed us! No. Oh yeah, we got the receptionist ending. That's right. But
What's this?
I really, really liked that ending though.
It's from Sunday night.
It's a good conclusion to Ota's story, that's for
Yes.
sure.
After Date was beaten by Ota at Matsushita Diner.
Tessa, wait. I'll get the car.
You witch!
There, stop it. I noticed this earlier as well. Do you see the walk on the floor beside Iris and Mayumi?
Yeah, what about it?
Uh-oh.
Look closely.
Reflection.
The bottom part is curved. Do you notice anything in the reflection?
Iris and Mayumi.
Yes. I have prepared an enlarged and processed version of the image. Boss, the next video.
Enlarge and enhance. Whooshoo!
You witch!
Oh.
You stay away from my boy!
Sorry, my head's like tilted.
Tessa! What's wrong? Did something happen?
No, everything's fine.
Okay, let's go.
Ota.
Hey, what's this?
Iris has the kitchen knife?
The video continues, but this should be enough. Iris took the knife and left the diner with Ota.
But if Ota's testimony is true, the polar bear had the kitchen knife.
Maybe it was taken off of Iris when she was kidnapped.
At the Femisto parking lot? Whatever, we can think about it later. You said you had 2 clues.
Yeah, what's the other one?
I have learned new information. More thorough autopsy results of Renju's body have revealed something. An object in his intestines.
An object?
A clump of organic matter. Because it was partially digested, it took significant time to analyze.
Well, what was it?
Shoko Nadami's eyeball.
What? 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 The Iris route? Just that one? Not the other one? The one that makes sense? Or jump into timelines again. We're gonna need a little bit of a refresher here because I actually don't remember what happens in this one. This is the one where Iris has the tumor. Oh, and this is like when we're like, Iris, you gotta stop being like a... The Illuminati doesn't exist, Iris. And then she disappeared.
Have you settled down? The scene is being inspected without you. This time the body didn't disappear. However, you lost consciousness.
Oh yeah, she's dead. Iris is dead.
I didn't expect you to faint. Seeing that corpse must have been incredibly shocking. I did not predict you to be the fainting type. I suppose humans are unpredictable. Now that you're back, let's
Her
get
right
back
eye
to
is gone
business.
though.
You are conscious, are you not? Date, don't let negative thoughts consume you. Thinking that Iris died because of me. If I never took her to Ota's, this wouldn't have happened. If you truly believe that, then your brain is completely rotten. Or perhaps when you saw the corpse, your head became filled with images of blooming yellow dandelions.
What?
Oh, you're talking now. Was I correct? If you consider the situation logically, even an elementary school student would understand.
Huh?
Fine. Allow me to pluck some of those dandelions from your mind. I will ask 3 questions. Please answer honestly. First question. The cold storage warehouse was not in regular operation, but even so, the AC was on, and a minus 58-degree temperature was maintained. Why is that?
That's really cold. To preserve something.
To preserve something?
Yes. Let us move on to the next question. Second question. There was something strange about the corpse. Do you remember what that was?
It was missing its right eye.
That is a unique factor, but there was something else. Something more peculiar.
It was completely frozen?
Iris's body was completely frozen. The temperature read -58. with Iris's weight. Just wondering, but how much do you weigh?
Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady that?
105 pounds.
I see. 105, huh? It should have taken about 18 hours to freeze solid, but we were...
Wait a moment. Before you draw your conclusion, allow me to ask my final question. Question 3. 2 days ago, Sunday night, you found a dead body in the cold storage warehouse. But afterward, you visited the Sagan household and discovered that Iris was in fact still alive. Why?
There are 2 irises.
You mean...
You've got it.
Two of them.
I don't believe it.
The stomach is swollen slightly. She appears to have been pregnant.
How?
Do not worry. The uterus does not contain a fetus.
You mean after she was killed?
No. The fetus was not present in her body when she was killed. She must have been killed after giving birth. The distended stomach does not immediately shrink after birth. The expanded uterus takes some time to return to its normal size. This evidence makes one thing perfectly obvious.
This corpse isn't Iris. It's someone else.
Which means...
Iris is still alive.
Not necessarily. She could be alive. We haven't confirmed that yet. Multiple stab wounds with a single-edged, sharp object to the victim's back. Judging by the size and shape of the marks, the weapon was most likely a kitchen knife. This matches what you said on Sunday.
So this is the body I saw then. Is there an estimated time of death?
Impossible to determine. This body has been completely frozen for at least 10 years.
10 years? She was killed more than 10 years ago?
Exactly. Her identity is unknown. Her killer is also unknown, but there is one likely suspect.
The Cyclops killer.
Who?
Let's consider the clues.
The original Cyclops killer.
The scene. Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. Sunday night, we saw So here.
Wait a second. Do I have... I don't have the image. Oh. Of the characters, I don't think. Is that Iris's mom? No, Iris's mom is Hitomi. She's still alive.
And there is something else about So Sejima. We witnessed someone similar to Iris being stabbed repeatedly in So's Somnium.
But it wasn't Iris. It was this woman.
That is highly likely.
What we saw was So's memory from more than 10 years ago.
I believe that is the case.
Renju and So?
But we still do not know where Renju is.
That means that we need to talk to...
So Sejima.
People can be adopted. But it's Iris's mom. It's Tomi. They look exactly alike. Yeah, Iris has 2 moms. He's gonna tell me to get out again?
I told you never to show your face here again.
I didn't come here for Shoko today. I didn't come here for Iris either. Instead, I'm here for a girl who looks like Iris. Did you kill her?
Date, look.
I knew it. You killed her, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I've had enough of your shit, Congressman! You wanted to check on the body of the girl you killed. That's why you were at the cold storage warehouse 2 days ago. Where is Renju Okiura? You know where he is, don't you? You were at an Okiura fishery warehouse for a reason. There's definitely a connection between you two.
Oh yeah, Renju's still alive.
And that's not all. Number 89 called your secretary. The same number 89 that Renju escaped with. Now tell me, where is Renju?
We'd like to ask you to please leave.
That's a lot of them.
Damn it, So!
There's nothing we can do. We did arrive without a warrant. We were technically trespassing. If he had called the police, we would be in a predicament. We would have been detained immediately. Who would look after Iris then? Do you intend to leave your responsibility with Mizuki and Ota?
Ah!
Calm down, Date. We still have our lead.
Lead?
Before I explain, we need to discuss the corpse in the cold storage warehouse. Let's give her a name. Because she is frozen solid, we could call her All Ice or Alice. What do you think?
Oh, Uchikoshi, I see what you're doing there. That's not... I hate Uchikoshi so much. I hate you so much.
Alice and Iris. I believe it fits nicely.
Alright, Alice. What about her?
Arisu, Arisu.
Someone might be able to identify her.
Who?
Allow me to ask you 3 questions.
What's with the 3 questions?
Again with this?
First question. You have seen this corpse more than twice. 3 times, in fact. When was the first time?
That was in Somnium.
Three days ago. Saturday night when I synced at Abyss.
Yes. In the Somnium world. We saw the frozen corpse of a girl. Question 2. Who is the girl?
That's Alice.
Now I know. That girl was probably Alice.
Most likely, yes. So we have technically known Alice for 3 days. One last thing. The final question. In which Somnium did we see Alice?
Mizuki.
My roommate, Mizuki Okiura.
Exactly. You mentioned something about Mizuki's Somnium being some kind of prophecy, but prophecies are nonsense. Dreams are not made of the future. They are made from the past. Therefore...
Mizuki has seen Alice before.
there is no other explanation.
Aiba, where is Mizuki now?
Where we went with Iris yesterday, the Kume Shrine.
The shrine? Why would she be there?
Unknown. She is supposed to be looking for Iris.
Okay, let's go.
Uh-oh. Iris is in the shrine.
Date,
Did you find Iris?
if I did, I would have told you already.
Right.
What are you doing here? Oh, that's a question.
Iris used to like this shrine. She told me about all her memories here. We used to come here all the time. You know those steps in the front? We would sit there together and talk about things, like what gluten-free means, and eyelash extensions, and aerial yoga, and we would talk about all our problems together. Sometimes we would talk late into the night. So I thought that maybe she'd be here, but it looks like I was wrong.
It's a good assumption. Where's Renju?
I think Iris is with Renju.
With Daddy?
Yeah. Her note mentioned her most trusted person. That's probably Renju.
Yeah. I remember that mermaid girl saying something like that.
He was looking for Iris.
Does that mean that Daddy is the one who called for Iris?
It could be, so I need to know where he is.
But I haven't been able to get a hold of him. I think he's searching Akihabara right now. Last time he checked in, he said he didn't have anything.
Mizuki, I have something very important to ask you.
I told Mizuki about the frozen corpse we called Alice.
You've seen her before, haven't you? 3 days ago, I saw her in your Somnium. The body of a girl who looks like Iris. Alice, your dreams are built from your memories. So that corpse... Mizuki, please, answer me. Iris's life is at stake.
Huh? What do you mean?
I told about her, about Renju, how Renju ran off with Assassin 89. How 89 is connected to Sosajima. And that Sajima is linked to Alice's murder.
I need to know everything about Alice. If I find out who she is, I might be able to solve the mystery of Renju and number 89, and that might lead me to Iris.
Mizuki looked down at her feet quietly. I could see agony in her face. The silence lingered. Finally, she steeled herself, lifted her head, and spoke.
Okay, I'll tell you about Alice. It was about a month ago. I saw my daddy crying in the president's office at Lemniscape. I was peeking through a crack in the door so he didn't see me. Daddy got up, then got into his car and drove away. I had never seen him like that before. I was curious, so I followed him in a taxi. That led me to the cold storage warehouse. He got out of his car and went inside. I followed right behind him, quietly. Daddy was standing next to the forklift in the back. I hid behind a shelf. I watched Daddy open the hood of the forklift, and then, after a little bit, he left. I wanted to know what he was looking at. I went over to the forklift, and I looked under the hood myself. And then...
You saw Alice's dead body.
But at the time, I thought it was Iris.
What did you do after that?
The corpse looked exactly like Iris. I couldn't believe she was dead. I just couldn't. So I went to Iris's house.
Huh? What's wrong, Mizuki?
Iris was alive. I thought I was going crazy or dreaming. I tried to convince myself that it was just a hallucination.
Why didn't you call the police?
What was I supposed to do? Daddy would have been in trouble.
So you kept quiet this whole time?
Yeah. What do you mean? I couldn't just ask. It would have changed everything. I thought that as long as I stayed quiet, everything would be okay. I didn't see a dead body. I wasn't even at the warehouse. I repeated that to myself over and over and tried to forget the whole thing.
Repressed memories are often the subject of somnia.
That's why Alice showed up during the sync.
I actually met with one of the higher-ups at Daddy's company last night, before I went to Matsushita Diner.
Why?
Because you asked about the cold storage. I was curious. I asked around some, and... I found out that Daddy was managing the warehouse before I was born. After my grandpa died, Daddy took over. In exchange for managing the warehouse, he gave ownership of the company to someone else. I guess he didn't want to let this place go. Or maybe he couldn't let it go. That's more accurate, I think. But I understand why. Inside that warehouse was...
Alice.
On paper, Daddy has nothing to do with Okiura's fishery. Daddy was still managing the warehouse. And he was the only one allowed in there, too. That was part of the agreement when he gave up the company. And the whole thing had to be a secret. He really stressed that point.
Hey, Mizuki, how long was he managing the warehouse?
For 18 years. That's what the man told me.
18 years?
18 years!
From that long ago?
Yes.
Iba, I need an emergency search. Missing persons from 18 years ago.
Understood.
Huh?
Date, I found her. The girl who looks like Iris.
What's her name?
Monica Iwai. 19 years old at the time of her disappearance. A graduate of Eitoku High School.
What?
Renju was my classmate at Eitoku High. We've known each other for 20 years now. When I was young, I lost someone very important to me. Monica Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends I had.
Alice's Monica. Hitomi's friend who went to the same school as her and Renju. But why? Monica's body was found just now, but even back then, Hitomi knew. She knew that Monica was already dead. Aiba, where is Hitomi right now?
At headquarters for questioning. MPD still believes that the body they discovered was Iris.
Got it. Contact boss. Have them bring Hitomi to Abyss.
Roger that.
Uh-oh. So yeah, you're right. It is her mom. It's Iris's real mom. But the thing that doesn't make sense to me is that body has been preserved. Sorry. That body has been preserved for over 10 years. Or is it for 10 years? I don't quite remember. That would make Iris 10 years old because the body was killed shortly after Iris was born, so that would make Iris 10 years old.
You saw the corpse of your daughter today. You were called into the station to confirm her identity. And yet here you are, cool as a cucumber.
18 years ago she went missing. Oh.
Even though you lost your precious daughter. Shall I guess why?
I still don't really know. It looked over 10 years. Okay. What was the question again? I wasn't paying attention.
Because Monica's corpse is completely frozen. However, her appearance appears to be unchanged from when she went missing 18 years ago.
There we go. Okay.
Thus, it is extremely likely she was killed around that time.
So her baby would be...
just turning 18. Monica's corpse was hidden under the hood of a forklift in Okiura Fishery cold storage where this warehouse has been under
Well, that answers my one question from before.
Years. Mizuki witnessed Renju checking on the corpse. This of course means that Renju knew about Monica. Monica's body was found completely frozen solid. Her right eye was missing. Her body shows multiple stab wounds from an edged weapon to the back of the torso. The cause of death was those stab wounds. The murder weapon was most likely a kitchen knife. She was also pregnant until just before her time of death. Her name is Iwai Monica. She has been missing for 18 years. She was 19 years old at the time she went missing. Monica, Hitomi Sagan, and Renju Okiura all attended Eitoku High School.
Because that body isn't Iris, and you know it.
Are you serious?
Yes. Her name is Monica Iwai. She was killed when she was 19. She went to the same high school as you, and she was your best friend. Nothing to say for yourself? Hiding something? Maybe you killed her with Renju.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, now you're talking. But we know Renju committed a crime, illegally disposing of a body, and we can prove it. The cold storage warehouse where the body was found. It's been managed by Renju Okiura for almost 2 decades now, and witness testimony proves that he knew about the corpse there. And if I'm not mistaken, you knew about the corpse too, Hitomi. You and Renju have been close since high school. It's not too much of a stretch to think that he told you about the body. And I remember you telling me once.
When I was young, I lost someone very important to me. Monica Iwai, my best friend. One of the only friends I had.
How did you know that she was dead?
I didn't.
Don't play dumb. I know you're hiding something. You know what happened 18 years ago, and you knew she was pregnant. You were her best friend. Of course you would have known.
Dog. Where's my dogs? Where did my dogs go? Dog? Wait, where are my dogs? My dogs have gone missing. Sorry, my dogs are gone. I don't know where they are. I can't post a dog. There it is. This is just a filler dog. I can only do one dog at a time now. Sorry. I know you posted more than one dog, but I can only do one at a time right now.
Tell me. Tell me everything.
Date, she's not going to talk. Sync with her.
Date, I'm sure I've told you enough times by now, but please, come back within 6 minutes.
I can't promise you that, Pewter.
What do you mean?
I mean, I'm not coming back until I find something.
Date, you can't.
Why not?
You know why.
Because it will take over my consciousness?
Yes.
But if it's only a little...
No, not even a little. If the sync passes the critical point, the damage will be irreparable.
But what does that mean exactly?
What does that mean?
No.
I'm not hiding anything.
Then let's try it. Let's experiment with my mind. Then we'll know for sure what'll happen.
Fine. I'll just say it.
Yeah?
Pewter, tell him.
Me?
You know more about it than I do.
Well... Well, first off, 6 minutes is not a hard limit. It could be 7, or even 8.
I don't care about the exact time. I'm asking what happens if you go beyond the limit.
Do you remember the story I told you about the egg?
About the microwave?
Yeah, why?
How you put it in the microwave and it smelled really bad in the office for 5 years?
If you imagine an egg as your consciousness, the yolk is what goes into the subject's brain. The white remains inside your shell. If you go beyond the limit, your yolk will not be able to return to its shell.
Because the subject's mind will start to take over the sinker's consciousness, right? I know that part already.
Indeed. But there's more to it. After the yolk is devoured, the egg white is brought through the machine next.
Huh?
And there's more. It's not just the sinker's brain. The same process eventually occurs in the subject's as well. In other words, the entire egg ends up being replaced. Mind, consciousness, memory, they are traded. Switched.
The human brain has what can be understood as a memory limit. One brain can only hold one consciousness, and it can only contain one person's memories.
So, you swap bodies.
Now you know everything. Talk to the boss.
I was unaware of this as well. This information is not on any accessible databases.
We had to prevent the possibility that the system could be exploited.
Exploited? But...
Even if it wasn't you, someone else might try. We didn't tell any sinkers this, including you. Project Sync is a top-secret project. It's a matter of national security. Even sinkers are on a need-to-know basis. Think about it. What if you were kidnapped by bad people who tried to make you talk?
Bad people?
A criminal organization, spies from another country. If you blabbed about Project Sync, the entire country might be at risk. You heard it from Pewter. The sync machine isn't just for entering a person's somnium. It can also be used to swap bodies between two people.
You guys didn't see it, but my eyes just fucking snapped right open. Boss's body got taken over. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so you know how there's a a machine that there's a machine out there that's the prototype of the sync machine. And people's eyes have been going missing. Well, maybe, just maybe, someone's been swapping. Maybe Shoko Nadami's still alive somewhere.
Imagine what this machine would be used for in the wrong hands. That's why I didn't tell you.
Someone found the cure to eternal, or they found the solution to eternal life.
We can't let this secret get out.
Swapping bodies between two people? Trading minds?
Remember what I told you earlier? Are you listening to me?
Yeah, I got it.
Are you really okay?
I'm fine. Start it.
Understood. Let us begin.
God?
I am the god of fire. I burn erotic books with my flames of red-hot anger.
My, how ruthless.
Ow!
Are you okay?
That hurt.
I'll let you read this porno mag if it'll make you feel better.
I will burn it.
The fog is making it pitch black.
The light over there. Is that a firefly?
You would not believe your... Got like Pikmin vibes coming from this.
It disappeared?
No, wait. It might still be nearby.
All right. We are gonna take this save, and we are gonna continue this some other time, because it's time for me to go to bed. All right. Oh God. Yeah, that's quite the game. Hypothetically, if some older person decided they want to be immortal, they could just put some guy's body for. Yeah, they could just. So they can like just take like if some 60-year-old was like, I want to live forever, they can just basically swap bodies over and over again and stay young that way, as long as they don't like get stabbed or anything, or like they don't die from accident or whatever. As long as they're like conscious about keeping themselves alive, not through old age and stuff. Like if they realize that they're sick, if they realize that they have a terminal illness, they can just swap their body out with someone else and then just keep on living and then kill the other person. Just a thing that can happen. Anyways, that's gonna be it for my stream.